Hi guys, welcome to the channel. A friend of mine's got a Zoot Metro. Now it's a bigger than normal 50cc scooter, and he's tried different springs, different clutches, tried everything, and this thing just can't get up hills. I mean, I love two strokes, best sounding bikes, but trying to get up hills, and it seems to always be a bit of a compromise between getting top end speed or being able to get up hills and pull away. So I've just told him,
more power!
You learn well, my little one. We're gonna
he's got a full license, so it doesn't really matter. He'll do the paperwork, he'll sort out all his stuff he needs to do. So we're going to take the engine out of the two-stroke out of this Zoot. Got a Kimco behind me here. We picked up cheap. It's a bit smashed and mirrors are missing and shocks are stuffed and has fallen a few times. But the main thing is the engine is okay, I hope. I've driven it, which is good, because having a donor bike, at least you can drive it, make sure that everything starts and everything is good, it doesn't smoke, runs nicely. It's probably never had a service in its life. Done 14,000 kilometers, where this bike has only done 1,500. So, I mean, this thing is virtually brand new compared to... So we're going to do the swap, and I'll take you along for the ride with me. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay. Firstly, there's the Zoot 50. Great little bike. And there's the Kimco. Who's that? Better days. But the engine's good. So, but the bikes are the same length, same size wheels, same. Only push problem I'm going to have is this one has got drum brakes, discs. So that's my only little bit of an issue. Both the engine mounts are top mounts on both of them. So I'm first going to get them all cleaned up and pull the bodywork off. So everything else just basically, I took the whole engine off with, basically I just unclipped all the wires. There's the starter wire, it's still there. The stator wires with the blue plug in there. As to the carburetor still on there with its two wires with the red plug. That's about it. Oh, obviously the coil has been removed, so the spark plug is still in there. And now I need to actually remove this cover, because when I bought it, this had was broken off inside and making also a bit of a noise. So first thing I'm going to do now, I've loosened this clamp already, and this pipe that comes, the breather pipe that comes off there, and that one's just a loose one, and there's one at the back which goes into the crankcase, the rear, I don't know what you would call it, the diff case. And there is the air box off. I'm going to be using that again. So yeah, there we basically. Now I'm just going to pull this cover off and see if I'm just going to remove this, because who uses a Kickstarter anyway? If everything is good, you should never have to. So just pop it in there. Box all around. These guys are more falling than riding. This one. Oh, no, not this one. Apply this. Now, this will never work again. A lot of clutch. So they've obviously been doing a lot of wheelies and general abuse on the poor bike. Just note these dowels that are in here. Very important to get them back. Sometimes they get stuck on the actual case. Sometimes they'll be in this case, and sometimes they'll be in that case. But yeah, this is pretty stuffed. Might get a whole new case at some stage. Okay, so this bolt runs straight through there, which ran straight through there. But the problem is, this bottom stand is connected to the engine. On that bike, the bottom stand is connected to the chassis. So that is now a little bit of a problem. I've loosened the brake calipers, hoses. I think everything is loose. I'm gonna just pull and see. Oh, no, it's not loose. Starter motor wires are still on. Okay, there we go. So you just got to be careful every time you do. And there we go. That's the engine. I'll put it next to it. You can clearly see. But this is on two bearings. And this is on two bushes. And we're not quite out of the woods here yet. But I can see the trees. Whole new engine, because that was the problem. This bar is now in the way because the carburetor comes up here. Well, I can demonstrate properly here. See, the carburetor comes up there and this bar is just in the way. If this carburetor was back a little bit there, it'd be fine. If it was higher up, it would be fine, but then the seat would hit against it, so you would need a space of 10 millimeters, which is not really not practical at all. So yeah, this bar is gonna have to go. Okay, so I'm using all the original brackets that were on the Zoot. I've cut this bar off in between, and then I'm gonna put this, and I bought this rod, which I will replace eventually. But for testing now, so here's a tube in there. And I'm putting another tube in this side. And that goes through there, so otherwise just having the one tube was probably okay, but having 2 tubes in now. Oh, I better get that out first. Okay. So yeah, so a washer on that side, and then the tube in the middle, so that it doesn't push the rubbers out of here, because otherwise this tube will just push that mounting rubber out of there. And then yeah, that should hold it all together. Pretty happy with that. And that's going to be good. At least the engine is in. The shock is still a bit of a story. I had to cut that ear off there just to be able to get it to mount, because if it mounts over here, the shock just seems to be too much of an angle. I didn't quite like that. I prefer the shock working straight up. But yeah, I think we're getting there. Now we'd have to work out the electrics after that, but so far so good. This is the bracket from the Kimco. So yeah, that would have fitted in there. And but yeah, this would just be bloody heavy to start with, but yeah, getting it in there is going to be too difficult. I think what I have now is a great solution, and that's where the old one used to fasten, so it'll be strong enough to hold the engine.